Hi everyone, and welcome back to your English grammar lesson. Today we're going to learn all about verb phrases with have. Yeah, more verbs. But really, verbs have lots of jobs, and in our learning goal today, we will find out that have can have more than one job too. Don't worry, it's really not that hard. You've probably seen some of this before. So, let's remind ourselves, a main verb can have more than one helping verb. Yeah, but it's really not bad when we think about it. It's not like just a regular verb where we have run, run, run. We can't have, that's weird, right? But we can have other helping verbs to help emphasize our main verb. So, the helping verb have is often used with the helping verbs could, would, should, and must. See, now we're giving like a degree of importance, severity. How else would you say this? It clarifies, it makes things more clear about the verb, right? So could run, she could run. She has the ability to run, right? She could run, but could have. Ooh, now we have two helping verbs there. Let's see how this works, okay? The two helping verbs and the main verb all form the verb phrase. Yeah, here we go with that verb phrase again, but basically it's just the verb stuff. Think of it that way, the verb stuff, okay? Here are some, I always forget this. Yeah, it's right there. Here are some contractions with have. So if we look at the original helping verbs, we say could have becomes could have. Now, some of you are starting to hear a word that you probably thought it was, but that's not really what we have to write. These contractions confuse many people, and I'll show you what the mistake is. Would have becomes would have, would have. Should have becomes should have, and must have becomes must have. There we go, there's a mistake. You see them, right? People often write of, and that is not true. Could have is a contraction from could and have smashed together. It sounds like could of, should of, would of. They sound the same, but we have to make sure that we spell them right. We don't write could of, okay? So big X's on those. Now, let's try and practice some of these because I think you already understand how we are putting these things together. And when you see them in the sentence, it makes more sense for you. So I like that approach. Let's look at our first one. Subject is the man. Now, you'll see in parentheses here, it says order. This is our main verb, okay? In the parentheses is our main verb. And then we have the two helping verbs, should and have. Now remember, this is going to be past tense. So let's think of a sentence and add some detail to it. Okay? Let's take a look at mine. The man should have, right? We made a contraction. Should have, ordered, past tense, ordered something else to eat, right? Because you can see, right in the video, he looks unhappy, like, this food is terrible, right? He should have ordered something else, because this was a bad choice, right? So let's look at our breakdown. Who, the man, what, should have, what, ordered. See how we have what and what? Because the verb is a what, it's an action, something happens. What happened? A verb happened, right? So what should have, what ordered, what should he have ordered? Something else to eat. That's neat, right? Each one of these pieces of the sentence answers a question. Let's look at another example. Our subject is he, our verb is go, and our helping verb is, well, helping verbs are would and have. Still past tense, right? You're seeing this, they're all past tense. Add some detail to this. Let's make a sentence. Here's mine. He would have gone. Now, remember that old chart where I showed you these things and we had that weird side right over there and I said, You only use that weird side if you put time. Put a time there. Gone, right? That irregular form there. Gone. Would have gone, where? To work, if he wasn't sick today. We've got time. Now that weird gone makes sense. If we would have said he would have went, we wouldn't have used the word today. He would have went to work if he wasn't sick. That's fine, right? But we needed the today to tell us when, so we could use the irregular one, gone. Yeah, you get it, you get it. Rewind what I said, and play it again, and you're gonna be like, ow, I see it. So let's break this down. Who? He, what? Would have gone, where? To work. How? If he wasn't sick. When? Today. So remember that when, today is very important to using the gone form of go. Let's try a third sentence. Our subject is Vanessa. Our verb is work. Our main verb is work. Let's just be clear here. Our main verb is work. And our helping verbs are must and have. Still past tense, right? Here's my sentence. Vanessa must have worked too hard and fell asleep. Now, I just said to tell you that it's past tense, but we don't say worked, right? That sounds terrible. We say worked. If you go back to some of my earlier phonics courses that I have, you'll see how I explain the past tense type sound, right? But anyways, worked. So Vanessa must have worked too hard and fell asleep. She looks exhausted, right? So who? Vanessa. What? Must have worked. How? How did she work? Too hard. Too hard. And what happened? And fell asleep. I understand. Okay, so what are verb phrases with have? That was actually hard for me to read. It sounds weird. Verb phrases with the helping verb have. What are they? Well, verb phrases can have two helping verbs that support the main verb, right? We smash them together and create a conjunction to simplify the sentence. We could say must have ran, but it's so much easier to say must have ran, right? Conjunctions just make things simpler, faster, easier, and they make less writing. So that's a win, right? Okay, here is our practice test for today's lesson. Now, look at the instructions here because they're a little bit longer than normal. Write a past tense sentence with the verb. So I'll give you the verb, which means you have to conjugate it for past tense, and make a contraction, means take the two words into one, with the helping verbs. Add some details, okay? It's getting to a point where we're going to run out of space and my head will be very small as I tell you about the answers. So go ahead and pause the video now, write your answers, and then we'll check them. So remember, write your answers in a comment and post it here or send it to me so that I can take a look at it, okay? So pause the video now. Okay, so if you haven't paused the video yet, I don't know what you waited for, but pause it now, write your answers so I can see them and you can practice, okay? Now, let's take a look at my answers now. Number one, the children could have gone. Oh, I used that weird one, right? So I have to have some type of time aspect to this. The children could have gone to school when the rain stopped. I didn't say today, yesterday, any of that. I said when something happened. That is a form of explaining time, right? Where were you? I was there when the fire happened. That sounds bad, right? But I know when. Even though I didn't give you a time, I still told you when. So we can use that weird irregular form gone if we clarify the time. Yes. Number two, I should have called. I should have called in sick today. Stayed home in bed. Number three, they would have liked to come on this trip with us. Yeah, they would have. We had a blast. It's sad they couldn't come. Number 4, Rachel must have taken the day off today. Yeah, she must have taken. Taken is that weird irregular form, so we put time today, right? Where's Rachel? Oh, she's not here. Oh, she must have taken the day off today. Number 5. Ooh, this is a long one. Yesterday, past tense, she should have used her lunch break. Why? To go to the bank. Yeah, so that means something happened today. Like maybe she needed money and didn't have it. So yesterday, she should have gone to the bank. And number 6, last week, so it's past tense, right? Every one of these are. Our company could have bought. I read my own word wrong. Our company could have bought the new building, which means today we can't buy the new building. Oops, right? So they could have bought it. Now they can't, right? That's what that sentence means. Now, I hope this all made sense. I'm pretty sure it did. If it didn't, send me a message and ask me. Post your sentences from this quiz down below so I can check them and see how you're doing. I'm pretty sure you're doing great. So I'll see you for the next lesson. Bye.